Good morning, it's Kendra. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to quickly show you how I doctor up cake mix. Today is a special day because it's Randy's birthday, and for his birthday he loves chocolate anything. Chocolate chip cookies, chocolate cake are the top two that he loves. A rich chocolate cake. So I wanted to show you how I actually doctor up a cake mix. It's so easy. You can doctor up any cake mix. There's so many different ways to do it. He loves Sprinkles chocolate cupcakes. Actually, any Sprinkles cupcakes, and everyone loves Sprinkles cupcakes. He loves the black and white cupcakes, which is chocolate cake with white frosting. So that's what I'm gonna make him in cake form. And I wish I could say it would be as good as Sprinkles, but it'll be close. So the way I doctor up a cake, it adds richness, so it tastes homemade. It doesn't taste like the box. If you just make it straight from the box, it's good, but there's more richness to it by adding some of these ingredients. So I'm gonna show you how easy it is. Let me show you the ingredients. Okay, here are the ingredients. So simple. Take any chocolate cake mix that you like. I happen to have the Betty Crocker Devil's Food Super Moist Cake Mix, okay? And what you're gonna do is on the back, it calls for 1 1/4 cups of water, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, and 3 eggs. So for the liquid, I'm going to replace that with half water, half coffee. And that's just leftover coffee from my coffee maker this morning, freshly brewed. You could also add some instant coffee or instant espresso powder, okay? Just coffee just brings out the flavor of chocolate always. So if I was doctoring up a strawberry cake or a vanilla cake, I wouldn't add the coffee, okay? So the coffee is just for chocolate cake mixes, okay? Then it calls for 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. I'm gonna replace that by melting 1/2 cup of butter here, unsalted butter, okay? And then it calls for 3 eggs. So I'm gonna add 4 eggs because the eggs adds richness as well, okay? Then the addition is vanilla pudding mix. You could add chocolate pudding mix, vanilla pudding mix, it doesn't matter. The pudding is gonna give it the flavor. And I have sugar-free, fat-free here. Normally I would just use regular vanilla or chocolate cake mix. Doesn't have to be sugar-free or fat-free. Just happens to be what I had in the pantry. Okay, so that's it for the mix. We're gonna whip that up and we're gonna get it baked. And then for the white frosting, I happen to have rich and creamy vanilla frosting, one container, and I'm gonna mix this with a container of marshmallow fluff or marshmallow cream, okay? You could also mix this with 1 block of cream cheese as well. That would be really good for the frosting. Okay, so let's whip it up. I have the oven preheated at 375. So let's put it together. All right, so we are going to quickly put this together. You'll see how easy it is. So we're just going to open up the cake mix, put it in the bowl. Okay. We're gonna add the liquid, which is 1 1/4 cup combined coffee, freshly brewed coffee, and water. So another trick, I don't have this hot, but I have the butter piping hot that I just melted. I melted the stick of butter and I'm gonna pour it in and it's piping hot. So the cake mix actually has cocoa powder in it, and the heat of the butter, or if you wanted to add hot coffee as well, will bloom the cocoa powder. So it actually more richness. Okay, and then I'm gonna add 4 eggs. And again, that 1 extra egg adds richness. So So definitely something to think about. And you do that with so to doctor up any cake. Say you didn't have any pudding and you just had an extra egg. That extra egg, that additional to what the box recipe calls for, always adds more richness. Okay, so grab a paper towel. Okay, and then I'm gonna just add 1 box of pudding mix. Okay. That's it. That is it, you guys. I always put the trash in the box. Okay, so let's break up the eggs real quickly. Okay. And we're just going to mix it until it's all combined. And we're going to break up some of those big chunks of unmixed cake mix. So yeah, so today, to celebrate Randy's birthday, we're going to do a little Duffy boat ride. Duffy boats, if you're not from California or near the water, they're little boats all across the coast here in Orange County, or actually in Southern California. They have Duffy boat rental places, and they're little boats. They're like little party boats, little pontoon party boats. Usually they have covers on them. There's seats all around the exterior or the edges of the boat, and then there's usually like a table in the middle, so everyone kind of parties on the party boats, Duffy boats. So that's what we're gonna do for Randy's birthday. So we have family and some friends. Okay, so this is all mixed up. That's it. And you know, I'm telling you, the pudding mix makes it so nice. The pudding in that extra egg gives it this richness. It just adds a richness to the cake, which is great. Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay, now we're going to separate these into 2 baking pans. Okay, I have my 2 baking pans here. So we're gonna do half and half. Let's see. I think I need to add a little bit more to this cake mix. I put too much in here, so let me just add a little bit more here. Let's see. Okay, that should be good. Let me clean the edges. This smells so good. Okay, so okay. I'm just gonna get these even. Have some cake on the edge. Okay, you guys, that's it. So these two pots are going to go into the preheated 375 oven, and it says for 2 9-inch rounds, it's 25 to 30 minutes. So I always, 25 to 30 minutes, so I'll check around 23 minutes just to see how they're doing. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna put these in the oven. Set the timer for 23 minutes and check it with a toothpick. I'll be back, you guys. All right, guys, I wanted to let you know I took the cakes out. So actually, I put the cakes in, the box said 25 to 30 minutes, but it was done in 23 minutes. So I always watch that because I don't like an overcooked cake. But as you can see, the cakes are there, and I'm gonna let them cool off for about half an hour or so. And in the meantime, I'm going to run to the grocery store. I'm going to get some items to put together a charcuterie platter, which I will show you as well. But just so you can see how I start the thought of it, I have a big platter here, and I have some little wood bowls that I'm going to add some nuts and some olives to, and then some different kind of cheeses and crackers and some meats and little bites like that. So I'm gonna put this together later and I will show you how I do that. But also when I come back later, we're going to frost the cake. And again, I'm going to use this vanilla frosting, and I'm gonna mix it with marshmallow cream or fluff. If you're from New England, it's called fluff, marshmallow fluff. Here on the West Coast, it's very hard to find fluff, so I'm just gonna use marshmallow cream. And also, this is also good with cream cheese as well. So, what you can do too is if you wanted a little bit of cream cheese, you could do frosting in the middle. So take a little bit of this, mix it with cream cheese, put that in the middle of the two cakes, and then the rest mix with marshmallow cream, and then you're gonna do that with the outside. So there's so many different variations. I will be back after I run some errands. We'll frost the cake and we'll put the charcuterie platter together for our Duffy boat ride tonight. All right, I'll be back, guys. All right, guys, we are back and we're going to mix up the frosting to frost the cake. And guess what? I went to the grocery store to get some marshmallow cream. Couldn't find any. I went to a couple of places. So instead, I am going to use a block of softened cream cheese with my pre-made vanilla frosting. Okay, so I'm gonna mix these two together to get the frosting that we need. And, okay, so let me put you down here so you can see what I am doing. Okay, so you see everything. So over here, I am getting ready for my charcuterie platter. So I kind of got some items that I'm going to use on that, but we will do that later. So for now, the first thing we're going to do is, let me get my life in order. Okay, so we're gonna take the package of cream cheese. Okay. We're going to add it. We're gonna add the whole thing in here. Actually, you know what? I already know this is soft. To make sure this is soft, the cream cheese, I'm just gonna add the cream cheese in and kind of beat it a little bit and make sure it's soft, okay? So I think it kind of sat out for a while. Okay, so yeah, I think it will work. So I just have one block of cream cheese. Just want to make sure it's softened enough. Okay, I think that is perfect. Let me see. Let me get a Yeah, this will work. Okay. I'm gonna add to this softened cream cheese this container of vanilla frosting. I'm not a frosting girl usually when I eat cake. Let me get a knife to scrape that. When I eat cake, I eat the cake part. I'm usually, to me, the frosting is kind of sweet. However, I have always loved a cream cheese frosting. Always a fan of cream cheese. So this frosting I like because of the cream cheese. Okay, I think I got everything out of there. And I want to make sure. Okay, this is going to be good. All right, so let's do that. Let's start this mixture, just making sure that everything's incorporated. You want to make sure all that cream cheese gets incorporated into the frosting, that vanilla frosting. It smells so good. Okay, I think it's pretty much incorporated. I am going to take this little fork, knife, and I'm gonna just try a little bit. Oh, that's so good. Okay, let me wash my hands. Okay, that was yummy. So, actually, let me get this all out of the way. I'm gonna need my spatula. I don't need the spoon anymore. Let me get rid of the spoon. We're going to put the cake onto the platter. All right, so we have our cake pedestal here. We're gonna add the cake to this. Now the cake cooled off. The frosting cakes is really, really easy when the cake is really cold. Okay, so hopefully, see how this falls right out? So I'm going to put the bottom, because it's kind of rounded at the top. You see that? It's kind of rounded at the top, so I'm gonna put this just like this. And then we're gonna frost this layer first, okay? Okay, so I'm going to take a glop, just a glop like that, and put this in the middle. I actually have sorry I didn't pull it out. I actually have a frosting spatula. Sorry for the noise. Okay, I have a frosting spatula here. So it's kind of, I actually have another one. Okay. So do you see how it picks up the chocolate cake because it kind of peels a little bit? So what bakers say, I'm not a baker, trust me, I'm not a baker at all, but I know that they have this thing where they say we got to put a coating on to make a crumb coat, so that way, so this is just coating the cake so that you can actually put more frosting in it. But if this happens on the top, this is where you have to worry about it. I'm not worrying about it here in the middle because nobody sees the middle of the cake except for the edges. So, but I do want to make sure that there's enough at the edges so that there's a good thick layer at the edges here. Okay. It smells so good. Okay, I think the edges have enough frosting at the, okay, I think we're good. Okay, so now I'm going to wipe this off because I don't want little chocolate pieces on top. So let me get the other cake and we're gonna put it right on top of here. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Let's see. Hopefully that's better. Okay, so I have the other cake here, and normally you could just, there, see it comes right off. So now this particular one, I'm gonna turn it over this way. All right. So now, see, that's what I meant. You want to have enough frosting here in the middle so that it kind of picks up a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to frost the whole cake. All right. So, you guys, since I'm not a baker, I'm not good at the frosting bit. So I literally just throw the frosting on and do the best that I can and make it look pretty. Oops. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the frosting on top, and then from there I can work down. So because I got some of the white crumb, I'm sorry, the chocolate crumb on here, I'm gonna wipe this off and start fresh. Okay, so I'm just going to put all of this frosting on the top of the cake, and I'm gonna work down. So I'm gonna start at the top and then work down. Yum. Okay. This is going to be so good. Okay. Okay. So there we go. I'm just going to, there's enough frosting here that it will do the sides. Just gotta bring it down. Okay. I have a little frosting knife. Actually, you could just use any knife, really. Okay, so we're just gonna frost the sides. Okay. So I'm just gonna keep frosting this cake just like this, just like you see. And then I will come back when I am done frosting this cake and bringing all the top down to the sides. All right, guys, I will be back when I'm done frosting the cake. Okay, guys, we did it. We frosted the cake. I finished it here. Hopefully you can see that. So it's just basic cake. I'm gonna wait for Katie. We're gonna decorate it together with, so we have some M&Ms and some candles and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to decorate it together, but I just wanted to show you the basic how to doctor up a boxed cake mix and a pre-made frosting. You guys will love it. Give it a try. And then I will come back in just a little bit and we're going to start on the charcuterie platter that I'm going to take with me for Randy's birthday Duffy boat ride. So we'll come back and do this. I'm gonna get everything together and then I'll show you how easy it is to put together a very pretty charcuterie. All right, I'll be back. Hey guys, so my day got away from me and we're rushing around, so I couldn't show you putting together the charcuterie tray, but I'm going to show you the finished product, and in another video I will put another one together because I'm always doing these, but I wanted to show you the finished product of the tray that I'm going to be bringing on the boat. So this is it right here. So as you can see, I just have cheese, I have some meats on the corner, I filled it in with some fruit, I have some marinated Kalamata olives under here in this plastic wrapped wood bowl, and then I just have blue cheese stuffed olives here. So I just did a variety of cheeses. I have a goat cheese with blueberry on top, blueberries, strawberries, variety of cheeses, and some meats. So, and then I fill in the holes. I have some tomatoes, some grape tomatoes, which I love, but I kind of just fill in the holes with fruit. So see, that is it. And it's so easy to make. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just put the spoon down like this, and I'm gonna wrap this whole thing up and I'm gonna bring it with me, and it's gonna sit on the table on the boat. So that's it. And then I just make sure I have a variety of red wines and white wines. And I made some dip. I have some mango and peach salsa. So in another video, I will put it together for you so you can see it happening. Okay? So we are going to go off and enjoy Randy's birthday. Happy birthday!
Hi.
There's the birthday boy.
Happy birthday.
All right, you guys, I will see you in the next video, and I look forward to it. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.